Okay, topic numero dos, depression. So, for me, I don't think I'm scared about this one as much as I am about homesickness, but I feel like homesickness could lead to depression. But anyway, my family kind of has a history of like depression, so this could be pretty serious. So yeah, let's get to the first question. So the first question is, who can I talk to if I'm feeling down or depressed? I have a very long list because I have a lot of people that I'm close to, mainly family. Like, I could talk to my mom about things, I could talk to my brothers about things, I could talk to my sister-in-laws about things, I can talk to my tias and my tia Vero about things, and you know, like, if I'm struggling with a class or like keeping up with work or something, I could call my tia Vero, and like if that's the reason I'm depressed because it feels like it's too much, I could call my tia Vero because she's gone to college. She graduated from the University of Laverne, so like she's been through it, and I can ask her for advice. If I feel like I don't know what's causing it, I can call my brother because he knows a lot about this kind of stuff. You know, if I'm just like feeling down, I can call my mom and see like what kind of funny stories she has for me to cheer me up. I can call my cousin Stacy and have like FaceTime with her and talk about things, and FaceTime with my niece Bella because she always makes me smile. So yeah, those are just, oh, I can also talk to Mr. T or Mr. E because they're the bomb. They're the best. Love them. They're the real deal. So, second question is, what activities might I try to combat depression? I think going for walks would be cool, you know, to like think about stuff and, you know, or like talking to friends, trying not to be, you know, like things that are like going out wise. Not all the time, of course. Like I could, you know, photography, or I could practice writing, because I used to do that a lot and I don't anymore. Or I don't know, trying new things. I like trying new things, so maybe that could help. I believe so. Yeah. Okay, what resources are available on campus if I continue to be depressed? Well, I don't quite know what school I'm going to just yet, so I don't think I can answer that question, like, because I don't know yet, but I know that there are always options. You know, there are phone numbers that you can call if you feel depressed, or you could try and get like a therapist or a psychologist or something to help you out. So I feel like those would be my options for that. If there's anything on campus, then, you know, I will definitely use them. And last question is, if I get depressed, what are some things I should avoid doing? Okay, so you know how like there are always like, you know, like you always know that one person that makes, like, if you're telling them like, oh yeah, I had a bad day, they automatically make it a competition. You're like, oh yeah, well I had a day that was worse than yours, you know, blah blah blah, and you know, like, or oh man, like I failed my test, and oh yeah, well I failed the last 2 tests. Like, you don't need those people in your life. You can get rid of them. They're not good for you. You know, those are like toxic people. You don't. If I'm depressed, I don't want that in my life, because that's negative, and I don't. My goal is to not be negative and not be depressed. So, you know, getting rid of toxic people, sometimes it's like, it's a challenge to get rid of them, because like you become so accustomed to them, and like you're so used to them, and you feel like you need them sometimes, but you don't. You really don't. So don't put up with their stuff, because no, just don't do it. I know it's hard sometimes, but get rid of those toxic people. Do it. Also, I should avoid staying by myself too much, which, well, I mean, it's not bad to be by yourself, but it's not good to be alone too much. So like, you know, have that balance so that you're not always home alone, and not always like just surrounded by your thoughts and like clouded by all of this, and you know, like you want to have that group of friends that could just like bring that smile back onto your face and things like that. Also I would avoid like ditching class and not doing my work. I learned my lesson on that because sophomore year was crazy. I had a lot of things going on, and I genuinely believe that I was depressed during my sophomore year, and I was like combating anxiety and all this other kind of stuff. So I use that as an excuse to make it okay to not do my work at school, or not keep up in my classes, or not go to class at all sometimes. So I think that was a huge mistake on my part, and that is definitely something that now that I know, I will avoid doing in the future if I ever become depressed again. So yeah, that was all the questions for this topic. So yeah.